Nathan Cox here. Thanks for joining us around the home. Today I'm comparing my three cordless vacuums. First, my Shark Rocket Pro. Okay, so from you like, hey, that's just a picture. Where's the vacuum? Okay, well, in my last video I gave it to my daughter. Okay, so she is now in possession of that and she gets to enjoy that. All right, next one is my Samsung VS70. Okay, and then my Dyson V11 torque drive. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to compare these vacuums, their features, their design, the quality. Okay, now some of you might be like, wait a second, isn't there quite a bit of price difference between some of these? Yes, there is, and I kind of did that on purpose. Rather than trying to do three vacuums that are priced exactly the same, I want to show people kind of what you may or may get depending on the price point you aim at. And I tried to pick the three best vacuums I felt that represented that price point. The Shark is the most affordable at $250 a regular retail. Okay, the Samsung is the next affordable one there, a V70, roughly $400, and then the Dyson V11 with the torque drive tops us off way up at $700. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. We have what I consider a good entry level. There are ones cheaper than this, but I don't really think that they're very good vacuums, kind of glorified dustbusters with a power bristle. You know, a good mid-range, and then we're talking top of the line, creme de la creme. How do they stack up against each other? Design, okay? So, power head performance. All of these get a plus, okay? All the power heads as far as performance, getting around furniture, being able to get under furniture, being able to really pull that carpet and the dirt, they all excel just fine. Not a problem. Power head maintenance. Okay, now this is talking about, do you need to clean the hair off the main brush? Is it easy to do that? Any other issues with the power head? Now the Shark's main bristle has special flaps on it that are designed to never pick up hair and wrap around it. And so far I can say that actually works well. Because I've got two women in this house with long hair, and I've got a long-haired German Shepherd, you know, along with a couple other pets, and I haven't had to clean the main bristle on the Shark. But the two little guide rollers in the front seem to pick up hair like nobody's business on the Shark, and they're actually really tedious to clean. Okay, so power head maintenance on the Shark, it should get a plus because of that main roller, but it doesn't, because those two guide rollers suck up the hair and then they bind, and then you just have these 2 wads of dog hair that are rolling in the front of the thing all the time. The Samsung, okay, does pick up it picks up a little bit of hair around it, but almost none. And it has a toolless, you know, locking, so you can just slide the whole roller out, clean it off, and slap it back in. And I'm actually going to give that a double plus, because I think that the Samsung excels exceedingly at that. Now the Dyson seems to grab more hair for whatever reason, and it wraps it around it the way the bristle is. And you do have to use like a quarter to open up, to unlock the side, and then pull it out, and it is a little bit cumbersome taking it out to clean it. But the front rollers don't get hair, and the main roller doesn't get that much hair, so it's still so much easier to clean than your old power heads, your old uprights and stuff. You got to take the belts off and like that. So I'm still going to give the Dyson a plus, but the Samsung definitely won that category. Now suction. All right, now how much suction do these things have to pull the dirt and dust out of it? And I've compared these to my old canister Filter Queen Princess 2. Should be a picture there. The thing, yes, it looks like an old tank, but the thing is almost 30 years old, and it's just been a powerhouse. But it is a powerhouse of an old design, old generation, and all three of these vacuums actually exceeded that. I put some baking soda down here on the carpet a while back because the dogs had an accident to help take out the odor, and I thought it was all gone because the Filter Queen wasn't picking up any more baking soda. And then I got these new cordless vacs, and even the Shark was still picking up baking soda down here when the Filter Queen couldn't. So the Shark has an excellent amount of suction. Okay, now as you go up in price, they increase. The Samsung has, and then I'm going to give 3 stars for the Dyson. Oh, sorry, 2 pluses on the Samsung, but the Dyson's going to get 3. It has a massive amount of suction, and it handles it really well. And the reason why the Dyson actually gets 3 pluses, it has more suction than the Samsung, but not that much more. But it handles it better. And I'll show you it here in this video. The Dyson has these adjustable flaps in the front of the power head. So when you do kick in the extra suction, it doesn't suction cup the power head to your carpet or your short pile rug especially. Your rugs are terrible. If I kick on the extra suction on the Samsung, it literally suction cups it to the rug. I can't even push it, physically push it across, and then it binds up the power head and shuts down for safety features, okay? So even though Samsung does have great suction, it doesn't manage it as well as the Dyson, which has even more suction. So the Dyson just totally kicks butt on the suction part. Noise, all right? Noise is always anything you use in a house. You've got so many things working these days, and you don't want all this crazy noise. The Shark loses that position right there. It is about as loud as your old uprights. But the Samsung and the Dyson are very quiet, and I'm just going to give them pluses there. We're not going to like crazy exceed, okay? Canister dumping. How easy it is for you to dump that canister and keep going, because one thing that all of these cordless vacs have are small containers, because it's sitting right up there with you. You know, it's not like on a giant, you know, machine on upright. So I'm not taking any points away for the size of the canisters. You don't want a giant canister on there, but you're gonna have to dump it. So how easy it is to dump it and get right back going, okay? The Shark has a little trap door, okay? Hatch pops open, drops, slap it back, you're good to go. The Samsung, you kind of actually have to take the whole canister off and then separate it from the inner cylinder to dump it. It's not done in a bad way, but it's definitely does not exceed in that category. So Samsung gets a minus there. I will have videos popping up as I'm talking and showing you these more specific items in depth, okay? So you can check them out, so I don't make this video 20 minutes long. The Dyson not only has a hatch that lowers, but it actually cleans its own inner cylinder as it does it, and it drops down low into the trash can, so you don't have the dust flying back up on all over the floor and the countertops, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna give a double plus on the Dyson because it exceeds on that one there. Actually, I almost want to give it three pluses. I think I'll just stay with a double plus. Now, what about cleaning the canister? Okay, like I said, the canisters need to be cleaned. You have an inner cylinder which has all the little. It's like a metal screen with like vent holes and stuff on it, and this should all be taken out and cleaned like on a monthly basis along with your filter. And the filter is on the bottom here, so I'll get to that in a minute. Canister clean. The Shark makes it hard because of the way their trap door is. They have this it's just a real cumbersome kind of design, so it actually gets a negative on cleaning. It's the hardest by far to clean and then try to get it to dry right. The Samsung, even though it's harder to dump, it's very easy to clean, okay? It's very easy to submerge it, clean it off, and it's easy to get it to dry right. The Dyson, whoa Nelly guys. All right, I was editing the video and I was ready to publish it. Dogs were being crazy. And I realized that I need to change my mind on one of these things. That's right. So I was doing on the Dyson, okay? My son was using this to vacuum the other day, and he ran the dust collector past capacity, okay, where the max line is, and he ran it, you know, quite a ways up. So this is a good tip actually for any of the vacuums. So when you run it past the area it's supposed to collect, and it goes up here, so it's wrapping around the metal cylinder with all the slots in it, you're definitely going to be pulling a whole lot of dust and debris into the intake filter, okay? Which, that's what the intake filter's job is for. But up until this point, I had to run this vacuum at least a half a dozen times with like pretty much zero visible dust on this, okay? So here's a picture of what it looks like. So definitely dirty. But, all right, where I'm changing my mind at is this was easy to clean, okay? Very easy to clean. You know, I got the video up top right of the screen. But right here, canister clean, right? And I gave the Shark a minus because it's real clumsy to clean and hard to dry. The Samsung, I gave it a plus because it's super easy to wash. Okay, you know what? After working with this one here, I realized it so much. I'm giving the Samsung a double plus on the cleaning of the canister. Because it's actually very easy to clean the main dust collector canister and then the metal cylinder on the inside. Now, I'd originally given the Dyson a double plus because I said I don't think it needed cleaning because of this rubberized band that pushes the dust off of it, but it still collects dust in here. I found like in these little turbines in here, okay, because what had happened was is I saw a bit of dust right around here when I pulled that filter off. So I said, let's take the air compressor and blow this thing out, because obviously it's got dust here, so let's just take care of it and clean it. So I dropped the tank, you know, dropped this open like this, ran the air compressor in here, and I had a dust storm of dust coming out of here, which had collected up in here and in, you know, inside of here and stuff like that, which, yes, this does a good job of knocking off most of it, but I realize now the Dyson should be blown out with an air compressor, you know, probably monthly, to make sure that, you know, you just blow it from around here, sorry, blow it through in here, and it'll just blow all that crap out, okay? And so you can see it looks super nice and clean, almost brand new again, but it takes quite a while, and I'm blowing dust all over. Of course I'm outside, but I'm getting covered in dust. Molly, shh. Okay, covered in dust, you know, and I'm having to wait my air compressor to rebuild, you know, like multiple times, because it's taken quite a bit to get that clean. So Dyson, even though I gave you a double plus on cleaning the canister, I'm taking that away and giving you a minus. But it's not designed to take apart and just drop in the water and in the sink and clean and rinse off and you're done. That's like the Samsung. Let's get back to the regularly scheduled video. Now, how about cleaning the filters? These air filters do have to be cleaned or you're going to bog down the system. And there are intake and exhaust filters on all three of these vacuums, as there should be. Now, they're all different, but they're all very easy to clean. And yes, the Dyson, there is something you do have to wash. You do have to wash the filter. So all of them get pluses along the line down there. And I will bring up an honorable mention about a feature that only one of these vacuums have that the other ones don't, which I found actually works very well, is on the Shark. Yes, the cheapest one of them all. And if you buy the Shark Rocket Pro, the one I'm showing here, which I'll have Amazon links in the description down below, it has a bendable neck, which will allow you to get underneath furniture without having to get down on your hands and knees to get to it. You can see here in this video how it works. And it is a little squirrely getting the power head to steer once it's with all these bends and stuff like that, but it's not that hard. And you don't, if you got bad knees, bad back, this is actually a very cool feature, okay? Nobody else offers it. And as you can see here, I really feel and think that each one of these vacuums hits their power point appropriately, okay? You do expect the Shark, okay, to maybe not be as easy to clean up, to maybe be noisier, to maybe not have just quite as nice features as the other ones. But for $250 to have a cordless vacuum, some of you might think, well, what about the runtime? You didn't put runtime on here. Okay, the runtime on all of them is good, and it just goes up with the higher price points, okay? But even the Shark has enough runtime to do like the majority of a regular size, you know, 1,500, 1,600 square foot house. Now, if you want to get into the upholstery and cleaning closets, stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna have to park it and charge it. And all of them take about the same time to charge, close to 3 hours. So that's why I didn't put that runtime down here, is because as you go up in price, it's just, you get better runtime and then you get better runtime again. So it's very steady as you pay more. The Samsung, you know, beats the Dyson on a couple items, but overall the Dyson is just the clear winner, and for $700 it better be. Okay, now you can get lesser expensive Dysons that have a lot of these features. The torque drive puts this one here to the very highest. What the torque drive is on the power head, it actually automatically senses the torque put against it, so it knows if it's on hard floors, carpets, short pile carpets, long pile carpets, and actually automatically adjusts the speed of the power head and the suction for the unit as it is. So it's a fully automated. You just got to pull that trigger and push the thing. You know, I mean, you can adjust to an eco mode where you kick back the power. You have the medium mode, which is also auto as long as you're using the torque head. And then you have like the boost mode, which is the crazy suction. Now you might be wondering why I seem so excited about vacuum cleaners. It's not drills or saws or chainsaws. Well, you're right, but they are good tools. And I'm loving these new cordless vacuum cleaners because they have enough runtime to do the job. They have more suction than my old canister, which took 10 minutes just to set up. Okay, and they're just so easy to use. You can just grab them and go. Any good tool should be able to help you make you do your job better and faster. And that should make anyone happy. You get your work done faster, so you go back to doing what you want to do. So I hope this video helps you kind of see what you get at different price points. Maybe it gets you to see, like, you're really excited about one of these vacuums, you want to get it. Again, I'll have links in the description down below to help you get these exact models plus other similar models that might offer a different feature or a lesser feature and save you some money. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, check out my website, hundreds of more videos organized really, really well, and there's an additional video for you to check out as well. You guys have a great one.